All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another collaboration beer. This time between the Equilibrium Brewery, and they're out of Middletown, New York, and the Toppling Goliath Brewing Company, and they're out of Decorah, Iowa, and this is their King Ale. So they're calling this one a double IPA that comes in at 7.9% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. Time of review, this can is just over 1 month old. So I've seen a lot of friends really enjoy this one on Untappd. I've had about half dozen people actually tell me that this is delicious, and if you see it, to pick it up. So this showed up about maybe a week and a half ago, and I grabbed it. So it's a collaboration between Equilibrium and Toppling Goliath, and a lot of times I say collaborations are hit or miss. They've been a bit more to the hit side of things recently. The last Equilibrium collab I did was with Mass Landing. I forgot the name of the beer, but it was delicious. And then I just did Toppling Goliath and North Park's Dino Park, which was also delicious. So I'm hoping for good things out of this one. This one is using a mashup grain bill of EQ's MC Squared and Toppling Goliath's King Sue, and then they're just hopping this one with a bunch of different Citra. They're using Citra Incognito hops, Citra LUPOMAX, Citra Cryo, and Citra T-90 hop pellets. And that's all I know about this one. Sounds delicious. Hopefully it is. We will see. Anyway, that looks beautiful. Has that EQ kind of look to it. Has that like deeper orange murky color to it. Very, very murky and turbid. About a finger, just over a finger of this really creamy looking off-white or eggshell white head. Yeah, looks like EQjuice to me. Let's get a nose. So to me, it's the EQ thing, like whether it's the yeast, the water profile, whatever the case may be. I always get this and I say this, and you can probably go back to most Equilibrium reviews and see what I say about this one. I always compare them to Old Nation, the producers of M43. I always get this like acidic kind of blood orange, kind of just orange character. And that's what I'm getting in the nose right here. Yeah, it's like a freshly squeezed like blood orange. But then I'm getting nice, there's a little bit of a malt presence here, like a slight caramel bready thing. But then I'm getting hit with different kinds of citrus. Outside of that orange, there's a lemon lime. There's a little bit of like a tangerine, maybe a grapefruit. Big on like a peppery mango skin. Honeydew melon is here as well. Papaya, fleshier, creamier kind of stone and tropical fruits. But it has that unmistakable kind of EQ kind of feel to it for me. Drinking enough of their beers over the years, like I kind of now familiar with it, and it smells pretty good. But it doesn't smell amazing. I feel like the last couple beers I had from them collaboration-wise, the noses were just dynamite. The nose here, really good, but very typical for an EQ beer for me. But it still smells really fucking good. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, it's really nice. The finish has what they like to coin the EQjuice, kind of hashtag EQjuice. A lot of people say melon, and I just got that here. I got like, it's like a honeydew, kind of like melony, rindy kind of finish on the back of the palate. Buying this one, I thought it was going to be, based on the look, a little bit heftier. It's like medium, higher side of medium, fine with me. Mouthfeel, soft, smooth, creamy. It's EQ. That's typically what they do. It's really good. That orange is carried over. It has this like acidic, again, blood orange kind of feel to it. There's lemon lime, more to the lime side. There's grapefruit, more of like a white grapefruit than like a ruby red or pink grapefruit, as I like to say a lot. It has me the front palate. As it passes through, there's mango, there's papaya, has again creamier, fleshier kind of tropical fruit character. There's a little bit of peach in there as well. On the back of the palate, it's a generic kind of like dank herbaceousness. And then again, that finish is, again, a honeydew melon. Like you're just scooping honeydew melon out. Like you cut it, you're just going to town, like closer to the rind, like the last ends of it. That's what I'm kind of getting on the finish. This one has a semi to full on dry finish, mild bitterness. I dig this. This is good. Here's the thing. Again, I've seen a lot of Untappd friends go nuts over this one. A lot of other people say, yeah, you know, try it out. It's great. To me, and again, all of our palates are different. So if I don't like something as much as you or vice versa, I never, get flustered over it. Whatever. It's beer. right? I've seen so many people like get angry over somebody not liking what they do, or maybe disliking something liking something they dislike, and it's like, whatever. I always use the analogy: do you like olives? And I would imagine if everybody who watched this video posts in the comment section, I would be curious to see what the response was. I hate olives. And every time I ask it to somebody, I usually get a 50-50 response. They'll be like, no, I hate olives. Or someone will say, I love all kinds of olives. That's kind of how beer is, right? It's subjective. It's what you enjoy. So I'm prefacing this by saying, making this analogy because I don't think I like this as much as everybody else. It's good, but I've had better from EQ. I've had better from Toppling Goliath. And again, this is just over a month old. This was kept cold the entire time. The place I bought it at was in the cooler. It's good, but not great. That's the best way I could put this one. It hides the ABV well, 7.9%. Definitely, maybe a little bit warming in the chest, nothing on the palate. There's pluses to this. I like the creamy fruits. I like that melon finish, the blood orange kind of acidic feel that I get from a lot of EQ beers. I just don't think this has, for me and my palate specifically, the kind of just boisterous expectations from these two breweries that I was hoping for. And I'm saying all this when I know that I'm still going to give this a solid rating. So King Ale collaboration between EQ and Toppling Goliath. I have no issues giving this beer a, we'll go high 4 out of 5, we'll go 4.1 out of 5. Now I think on Untappd this gets like a 4.4, 4.45, something like that. It doesn't touch that range for me. It just doesn't. And it is what it is. But here's the thing. If you had this one before, post in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about it. Did you think this was a great collaboration? Did you think it was a little bit lacking? I'd be curious to know. That's why I do these reviews. I want to hear feedback. And I just don't think this is doing it for me as much as I was hoping it was going to. Price point availability. EQ gets distro all over the place now. So if you typically see their beers, then this probably showed up in your neck of the woods. And price point, I don't know what it was at the brewery, but I think I paid like, I think it was $6 for this can, and I want to say 4 packs of this were like 22-ish. So, kind of in the realm what you expect, but it's a far cry from when they were charging a beer like this. If this would have showed up a year ago for this beer, let's say this was 2021, the fall 2021. If this beer showed up, this beer would easily be $28 a 4-pack. In my neck of the woods, maybe even $32. That's how crazy EQ prices were a year ago. They have come down to a respectable level, and I'll continue to buy their stuff and try it out. But again, this is the beauty of beer. Sometimes it doesn't go your way, and I'm saying this over beer. I'm giving a 4.1 out of 5, but I just want to stress that I don't think this is mind-blowing to my palate and into what I personally enjoy. But it's still a good collaboration. I would not say this is bad. It's just good. And I think and again, it's just over a month old. A little bit of a malty sensation too. A little bit of that caramel and bread too underlying. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you thought about it. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Till the next one. Cheers.